What is up, guys? JohnMike2012 here, and welcome to another installment of Anime Sundays. We're on episode number 12 today, and today we have something actually completely different than what I usually do on the Sundays, or the channel for Anime Sundays. So I was actually tagged by JohnMike2012, as you guys know. He's my really good friend, and best friend in real life, so, you know, YOLO swag or whatever. He actually tagged me twice. He actually did tag me twice for two different types of videos. So what I thought is I would combine those both because they're only 5 questions each. So I'd combine them both into just one big anime/manga tag video combination. And I'll leave his channel down below. And then I also gotta think of people to tag as well. So this should be very interesting. But yeah, so if you guys don't know how this works, basically the person gives you a question and you basically have to answer it. And that's actually really it. That's honestly all you have to do. But I don't want to sit here too long because then I'll be here forever, all day, and crap. So let's just get started. So the first question up is characters that died that I wish lived. Now this one will be a major spoiler to the show if you guys have not watched it yet. So I'm putting a huge spoiler right now. So if you want to skip ahead a little bit, you guys don't have to see this part. But this is a huge spoiler for one of the shows that I watch. So if you don't want to see it, then, you know, skip ahead a little bit. But the one person that I chose was from Psycho-Pass, and it was Kagari. Now, when he died, I was so pissed. I knew he was gonna get killed, but I was just insanely pissed off that they killed him off. Like, I wanted to, like, run after the director or whatever and go after him, because he was such a great character. I loved his attitude and everything about him, and just when they killed him, it, just wrecked it for me. I still love the show, but when he died, it just aggravated me so bad. I just didn't want him to die out of all the characters. I didn't want him to die. I wanted him to live. So if I could make one of them come back to life, definitely be Kagari. So the second question is character relationships that I would like to see. Now this was actually kind of hard because I couldn't really think of anything. But one relationship that I would like to see is Hiyori and Yato from Noragami. Now, in the season, you can see them kind of like every now and then, you know, something will happen, you know. It's not like a romantic show anyway, but, you know, every now and then something happens. It's not much, but it's every now and then. And I just want to see them together, basically. I would love to see them together as a couple in the show. It'd be hilarious. And by the way Yato acts and stuff too, would be pretty hilarious. And the way Hiyori is too, like, it'd be a strange relationship, but I think it would work pretty well. And it would go with the show as well. So, there's my choice. So number 3 is what harem would I like to be part of? Now, this one, I had to give a lot of thought because there's a lot of harems I would love to be a part of. But I only went with 2. So the first one up is Date Alive. I guess it counts as a harem, but I don't really know if it does, but I'm saying it is because there's a bunch of girls in it, and you know how it is. But anyway, I want to be part of that because I think it'd be pretty awesome to be with all of them because they all got these insane powers. And I don't want to spoil anything else because, you know, things happen in the show right now, so I don't want to say anything. But it would be freaking awesome to be with all of them. Like, you got Toka, she's got, like, her freaking sword. You got Yoshino with her gigantic Yoshinan thing that I don't know what you would want to call it. But that thing, pretty sick. And then I'd get to fight along with Origami if I needed to and stuff. It'd be really, really freaking cool to fight along with them. And the next one I would want to be part of is Haganai, because I just love that show so much, and I love all the characters in it. And this is like one of those shows where I've actually memorized all the characters' names for once in my life. I actually remember them. And plus, I got my favorite character, Kabuto, in there, so that's it. I'm just leaving it with that, because that'd be freaking awesome to hang out with her. So number 4 is anime worlds I wouldn't mind being part of. So this one also took a lot of thought, but I went with 2 once again. I went with Family of Zero because I like that. I love the show, the atmosphere of it. I love with all the magic and the fighting and all this action, the war going on and everything. And I feel like I would do very well there. If I was a mage, I'd be pretty freaking boss. I'm just saying, I don't want to, you know, drop bombs here, but I'm just saying I'm a pretty cool mage. I just love the magic feeling of shows and the fantasy and all of it. And I just think if I was there, it'd be freaking awesome. Like, it would blow my mind. Like, my mind would explode. But and then another one I would totally, no matter what, I would definitely be part of is Dragon Ball Z's world, because even though, you know, there's killing a lot and there's a lot of dead people a lot, But if I had the powers of a Super Saiyan, oh my god, I wouldn't even know what to do with it. I don't even know. I'd probably just sit there screaming for 10 minutes so I could just charge up and go Super Saiyan and just go brolic against anybody I'd fight. Kamehameha people and Destructo Disc and all this. It'd be freaking awesome. And I would love to be part of that world. I would be there in a heartbeat. So number 5 is anime series I wish were longer. So this one also took a lot of thought, but I only went with one for this one, and this is a Zombie. Where is season 3? I want to see it, or a movie, or something. I want to see something from this show. I know they have fun problems, but I want to see something. I don't want it to just stay where it was, because the way they left it in season 2, it just got good. It just got really good, and they left it. And I haven't seen anything. I'm searching to see if a season 3 will come out, or a movie, or something, and I want something so bad, because it was such a good show. But I have been seeing hints every now and then where they might be thinking about season 3 or a movie or something, but I really, really hope it comes true. It's been a while, but I really hope it does come true. Alright, so now we're moving on to the other anime tag video that he did, and these are the 5 questions. Now this one some of these I really couldn't answer because I couldn't really think of anything, nor did I have the acquired knowledge to understand these questions. So like, the first question was, what manga series have you read that has the best crafted story of all time? Now, I haven't read too many mangas. I've only read 3, which is Attack on Titan Volume 1, Monster Musume Volume 1 and 2, and then Dragonair Academy, which I read Volume 1. So I don't really have prior knowledge to answer this question, but so far I'm really enjoying Monster Musume, so if I had to go with something, I'd go with that. So number 2 is, what anime series are you looking forward to watching this year? Now, I've only got 2 in mind because I am going to love it so much when they come out, and this is Sword Art Online 2, because I love the first one. The first one was freaking beautiful. I loved it. And now that they're making the sequel to it, I would love and can't wait for that to come out. I only gotta wait a couple more months and that comes out. And then another show that's gonna be coming out at the end of the year is Psycho Pass Season 2. I have heard things and I have seen on the wikis and all this, you know, where you do your research, that it will be coming out in October of 2014, so that means by the end of the year. And then they're also going to be making a movie sometime in 2015 as well. So that'd be pretty awesome if those 2 things do come true. And I can't wait for Psycho Pass and freaking Sword Art Online 2. Okay, so these next 2 questions are going to be kind of tricky to answer, because the first one is, if you could create your own devil fruit from One Piece, what would it be called and the powers of it too? Now, for this, I really couldn't think of anything because I haven't watched One Piece since I was like 8. Yes, I knew what One Piece was when I was a little boy. I used to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to watch the show on Cartoon freaking Network. I used to wake up that early to watch the show. And if I go back now, I'm lost. I only watched the first 2 seasons when I was little, and that's how long it's been since I've seen anything One Piece related. Besides, like, playing J-Stars or something. So that's how far I've been from One Piece. But if I could make something, I don't really know what the name would be, but I want it to be something with, like, some type of wings or something, so you could, like, fly around while you're fighting. I think it'd be pretty cool. You know, you'd have, like, your sword, and then if you wanted, just BAM! Rip out those wings and start fighting people. I think it'd be pretty sick. I don't really know what I would name it. Maybe Flu for flying? Maybe? I don't know. But there we go. That's my devil fruit. And the next one is, what anime movie was a real tearjerker that made you cry watching it, like a particular scene? So I can't really think of a movie because I haven't watched too many anime movies. I've probably only watched, like, 2 or 3 at least, by far. But if I had to go with anything specific, I'd definitely say Clannad. I'm not gonna say what parts made me tear up, because some, like, the whole freaking show made me tear up. I only cried once in the show. As horrible as that sounds, I've only cried once through that whole show. And it wasn't even when things were hitting the fan. Like, it was it was parts that weren't even that bad that I cried at. So as horrible as that sounds as a human being, yeah, Clannad. And that is actually an old anime that ever made me cry. I even watched Angel Beats, I didn't cry, and I don't know how I went through that, but I didn't. And now we're gonna get on to the final question. Okay guys, so the last question for this anime tag video is, what anime quote inspired you to keep facing forward and never give up on life? So this one I knew right off the back because I do follow this one in my life. If you guys don't know, my life is pretty shit right now. It's kind of like, it went from, like, you know, rising in that roller coaster to going down and then just kept going straight to hell. That's basically been my life this last couple of months, and if you guys are on my channel a lot, you guys kind of know that as well. But this quote, I basically live by this quote every day, and this is from Yato from Noragami, and when he said this, I thought, holy crap, this is just like what I've been doing for the last 4 months, just trying to go through this. And it's basically, even if things are painful and tough, people should appreciate what it means to be alive at all. So that quote, it sounds kind of harsh. It's kind of like a punch to the chest, but I do understand why he said that, because, you know, people nowadays are just committing suicide left and right because of bad things happening to them. Now, I've had bad things happening to me, but I've not thought of anything like that. Like, it's not to the point where I'm just gonna go, bam, I'm killing myself, and that's it. No, I feel like if you tough it out and you get through it, you're gonna realize, like, if you commit suicide, there was no point, because what happens, like, 2 weeks later, you're living, like, luxurious or something like that. And I feel like it's pointless to commit suicide for, you know, reasons of, like, love failures or, you know, bad grades or just bad living habits or something. And I just feel it's kind of pointless to do that to yourself, because you have a lot more to live for. And that's why I really like this quote a lot. So that's really it, guys. If you enjoyed this anime tag video, hit the like button down below. Also, favorite it up if you haven't yet. Share it to people if you want more people to see this. So now I have to tag people, which is going to be a huge pain in the booty. But I can't really tag some people. Like, I can only think of like 3 people, 3-4 people off the top of my head. So I'm gonna go with that. If I think of any more, I'll just put it on the screen. But I'm gonna go with T-Dog because I know he watches anime. I'm gonna also go with Emily Luna, which is one of the girls I know. She also has a YouTube, so maybe she'll see this video and make a video on it. Skull Kid and the Crafted Assassin. Those 2 I would like to see do this. And I'll try and think of one more. I know he hasn't made videos in a while, but maybe Jaden, if he wants, if he ever sees this video, maybe he'll want to do the video as well. But that's really it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Go check out John's link in the description, which will then lead to his tag videos, which will then lead to the current person who made the tag video, which then recited all the way to me. God, that roller coaster and that twister in my head. Oh my god. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this, remember to like button down below, comment and favorite. I want to see some comments down there. I really do. I want to see all you guys' comments and see what you thought of my ideas and your ideas to these questions as well. And that's really it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. This is CrazyMitch42, and I will see you all in another video. Bye!